The next phase of the Spring Valley cleanup has begun.
That's right. The Army Corps of Engineers started excavating an area on Glenbrook Road that was once used as a testing ground for chemical weapons. Testing's been going on in Spring Valley for years, by the way.
Richard Reeve live from the Northwest neighborhood tonight with an up-close look at this delicate cleanup. Richard.
Hey guys, the Spring Valley site here right behind me. Now for years and years, you may recall there's been a pretty good sized mansion here, but now that's been replaced by this enormous tent. It's all part of the search of munitions dating back to World War I.
Glenbrook Road, picturesque upscale neighborhood.
What is it doing to the underground, to nature, to aquifers?
With an unusual site in its midst.
We actually are starting the excavation process today.
Inside this negative pressure tent is the nation's only residential cleanup of a formerly used chemical weapons testing site.
There's chemical weapons right by our school. I think that's really frightening to think about.
If we had a real emergency, you just need to get to the perimeters.
Since 2000, the Army Corps of Engineers has removed more than 500 munitions, 400 pounds of laboratory glassware, and 100 tons of contaminated soil. Now crews are digging under the foundation of a home since torn down.
And we'll scan for debris and any discoloration or contamination that's visually suspect to the eye.
During the World War I era, this was the site of the American University Experiment Station. Mustard gas, arsenic, and other chemical weapons were tested here.
That could be anything from bottles filled with chemical warfare agents to munitions filled with chemical warfare agents.
The $60 million cleanup is like environmental detective work, sifting through the past and hopefully containing any chemicals found.
It is strange that chemical weapons were built in this suburban neighborhood and at a university.
Now, that tent also has chemical filters and negative pressure. That means if there's an airborne leak, air goes in instead of out. At least that's the theory behind this. They also have emergency sirens here in case there's a situation that the neighborhood needs to know about. They say they're going to dig all the way down to the bedrock. They hope to complete this project by the fall of 2014. Live in Northwest, Richard Reeve, ABC 7 News.